Okay. Greetings, Battlefield Bad Company 2 players. How's it going? Vamp9190 here, back with part 3 of 3. Last one on this rush game, Nelson Bay, and of course I'm using the Scar L submachine gun. Just to let you know, I updated my, I got a new headset, microphone, because that last one, I think it was just really bad. It's old, and I don't think it was doing a very good job. It was just tough to position and get a good, clean sound. So let me know how this one sounds, if it does sound better, or if you can hear me clearly at a reasonable volume, etc. So, all right. So I'm kind of slightly behind the lines somewhat here. I'm not right at the MCOM, and it looks like the teams are a little bit unbalanced. I'm actually, I think, considering I was considering switching teams here to get on the attacking team. Yeah, see, there's only 2 guys right now, but so that's when I'm like, should I switch? Probably, but then it either auto balances or some more players come in and it ends up being more even. So I think it works out pretty well. And actually, we'll see at the end of this. Unfortunately, I forgot. I actually had to leave this game. Nothing related to Battlefield. I actually had to go. Something came up and I couldn't play anymore, so I ended up just jumping out of the game. But I think I would think our team would have won because we were doing pretty good, and I think we were up. We were holding them off at the MCOMs, and we were getting a good number of kills. Like right now, you can see down at the bottom left, the little map, they're down to 46 tickets. So I think we're doing a good job of keeping them pinned back and taking them out. So right now, I was back here just poking around just because I couldn't really find anyone, and I wanted to see if I could swing back around and maybe get behind some of the attackers. And don't be afraid to do that. People say, don't camp at the other team's spawn and all that, and I do agree with that. I don't think you should just sit right at the spawn, or and unfortunately, a couple games I've played lately, the last week or so, I was on the attacking team, and the defenders, we were either outnumbered or outmatched, and just we were getting pushed back. I remember definitely playing several games on the Arica Harbor, and we got pushed all the way back up the hill into the base up there, and they were just basically spawn killing us as we spawned, and it's like there's almost nothing you can do some games. So I definitely don't think that you should do that as a defender, but at the same time, it's like, well, you can't just sit there and wait for them to kill you. You have to definitely be proactive. So I think there's a balance there, and I think it definitely depends on the circumstances and how the game's progressing and all of that. So, but I will say one tip is you try and flank. Definitely use the flanks. Don't run right up down the center of the map. Don't necessarily go rushing. Oh, this is pretty cool. Watch this. Holy moly. It's never happened to me before. The UAV landed right there and then it blew up. I'm like, man, I thought I was gonna get hurt or killed, but I was okay. I can't see this guy through the tree. I'm like, what's going on? And one of my other teammates got him, so I got the assist. So, but what I was saying was, you want to flank the other team, whether you're attacking or defending. Don't run right straight up the middle, and then it helps to know the map, so where people normally either sit, camp, etc., or just the routes, the paths that they travel. If you know someone never runs down a certain, road or path, then it makes no sense to sit there and wait or go that way. But if you know, hey, everyone runs by this little area and it's a good spot to catch people, then definitely get over there and be prepared. I'm able to go ahead and disarm this MCOM, so that's good. I was worried when I just killed that guy that my recon player, the sniper, he was like blocking my shots. He ran in front. I was like, oh, please don't get both of us killed. So when he died, I was like, oh, let me kill this guy. So I was able to get him. But definitely know the map, be able to flank. So you want to get either behind the other team, which is a lot of times that's real tough to do, especially with larger games. Again, like I've been saying all along, in these smaller games, you have a little bit more freedom to try things like that, because there's not 10 guys, at every turn waiting for you. But try and at least get to the side of people where they're not necessarily expecting you. Again, shoot on angles, shoot across the map, and you'll be more effective that way. Definitely, most likely more successful. I was lucky here. I didn't. I started. You saw what happened. So I went to the iron sights, and then inexplicably, I just switched off and just started firing from the hip, and I was lucky to get him because he was hitting me. But I think my other player hurt him, and it was a combination. So that was definitely not the best way to get a kill. But oh well. I know this guy's up there. Did I throw a grenade? I should have. Let's see what I think I get killed here. Oh, this might be an epic fail. Watch this. Yeah. So he knifed me. I don't know how I didn't kill him, but I guess I missed. I was point blank. And I think I had enough bullets, but oh well. Alright, so this game's winding down in a couple minutes here, so you'll see that we're down to 31. I think I defuse here again, which is good. So I was kind of disappointed I couldn't finish out this game because I think we were definitely well on our way to win it, and I was looking forward to it. With these smaller games, it's like when it takes half an hour or 20 minutes to finish a game, it's like you really want to end it and be able to win. I think, yeah. So the other income set, I think they actually ended up blowing that one up. So it was really getting good. Unfortunately, again, like I said, I had to bail out. But for the most part, what I'll do is I'll post games that either get won or lost. But I thought this was decent gameplay footage. I know people were complaining a little bit on the other clips that spawn camping, etc. But like I said, I mean, you play the game that you're dealt. This is pretty good. I think this is. I end up getting this last guy here. But you just play the game you're dealt and do the best you can and try and have fun and don't abuse the don't abuse the whole system. Alright, well hey, thanks for watching. So if you look, that was the tally. I looked at the score sheet as it popped up, and then I just counted my last several kills. So that's accurate. It was 30 and 9. And I had fun. So thanks for watching, and definitely I'll see you next time.